Hey guys, welcome everyone. This is Cecil Jones with Flippin' Houses Explained, and I'm proud to be here today to show you what it takes to be a successful real estate investor. This is going to be some great information for you guys, and I want you to really just stick with me all the way through from beginning to end. And by the time we finish these modules, you will be a well-informed, sophisticated, rough, tough, can't get enough real estate wholesaler who knows how to flip houses in your area and other people's areas also. But my goal is to help you become the go-to person, the go-to guy or girl, guy or gal, excuse me, in your area so that you can actually flip these houses. Now, a little bit about me in case you don't know who I am. I've been flipping houses since 2003 actually, and full time actually, right? No, full time I went in 2006, full time. But I've been doing it since like 2002, 2003. I've actually had a partner and we actually went out and did quite a few amazing things in the real estate niche, and we actually did this up in our home state in Connecticut. So what we were doing is we purchased 24 multifamily homes before the market crashed. I would say this is back in 2005, I'd like to say, and we didn't really know what we were doing. We were just pretty much winging it like a lot of you guys have been doing before you met me here. And we had, once again, at that time we were buying houses on average for about $250,000. There were 3-family, 4-family houses, and we built up a niche. We built up about a portfolio of about 24 of them, I believe. Now each one of them had about $100,000 equity in them, and so if you're pretty good at math, you know that 24 times 100,000 is about 2.4 million. Our plan was to keep letting it ride up because the market was going up at that time, and we were hoping that it'd get up to about $3-4 million, and then we're going to pull out about 70% of that value. And if you don't know what 70% of that is, let's see if I know how to work the calculator on this thing here. No, I don't. Okay, I'll do it on my phone anyway. This was the plan. This was the plan, guys. We're going to have some fun. You're going to learn a lot. This will be the last real estate investing course that you'll ever have to buy. You're going to get unlimited lifetime support from me. There's going to be a Facebook group for you guys to interact in, ask questions, me give you support, and things like that, okay? So just pull out my phone real quick. I'm going to go through some numbers because I am a numbers guy. So if you have about $4 million in equity, times back, you can pull out about 70% of that in cash. It's about $2.8 million, which we thought that we were going to go buy an island with somewhere and just go away. So things didn't work out like that. The actual market started to change. One bank was going out after another. The brokers didn't know what was going on. No one really knew what was going on. And if they did know what was going on, they weren't telling us. So as the banks were going under one by one, our broker would say, oh, don't worry about it. There's a little bit of problems. This should come back in 30 days and we'll have this fixed up. Well, every 30 days, another couple of banks were going under. Long story short, guys, we ended up losing all of our properties. Evictions, health department issues, people not paying because I was an out of area landlord. Everything that could have went wrong at that time, and that was the same time that the properties were starting to go down. So what we had to do is actually file bankruptcy, lost every single thing we had except for 2 condos that we still own free and clear up there. But the important thing about this is, guys, you can't depend on a job if you're looking to create wealth. You have to have some side money there. You have to have some investments that bring in passive income that will allow you to replace your income from your job so that you can go do what it is you really love. And Flipping Houses Explained is really all about that. That's what we're talking about here. That's pretty much what we come here to do, right? So just underline this real quick. What I'm going to do is, this is a welcome introduction right here. And what I'm going to do is just jot down things with you as I'm talking, so that you can see it here. This will be in the video section of the members area, and you can go back to this anytime you want. But once again, this is the welcome page here. This is your introduction to a new life, to new skills, new skill set, new money making opportunities for you. So I really hope that you will do what's necessary and really take this serious, because this business has actually allowed me to walk away from a job. It's allowed me to have an income coming in, and it's allowed me to do pretty good. It's allowed me to have some great tax write-offs, able to travel like I want, do the things I want, buy the house I want. And if those are things that are important to you guys, what is important to you? What is really important to you? Well, those are the things that this real estate investing is going to allow you to do. And this is like 101 right here. Okay. But I'm going to make you the most well-skilled 101 person we've ever come across. Okay. You're going to know how to talk to seasoned investors. You're going to learn how to talk to sellers. You're going to learn how to negotiate like a pro. You're going to learn how to do the things that have taken me almost 15 years to figure out. You're going to learn them over the course of, I believe, a 5-week modules here. So you're in a really good position, a position that most newbies are not in. And even if you are seasoned, I'm going to teach you some tricks later on that a lot of seasoned pros don't even know. So let's get right into it. I'm really excited about this. Is video 1 of the foundation. And basically, number 1 question is here that what you're going to know. And this first one will be PowerPoint, guys. After this video is over, we're going to go right into the nitty gritty, take you right to the screen, show you everything step by step. You look over my shoulder as I show you how to build a real estate empire pretty much the same way that I did. All right. So number 1 is the foundation, right? Basically, guys, this is a question here. What is real estate investing? What is real estate? What is it all about? What is this really all about? Why are people going crazy? Why do people want to flip these houses? Why do people have the misconceptions of what they believe flipping houses is? Why do people think that you still need to have your money, your credit? I speak to people all over the country and they tell me that they want to flip houses, but they can't because their credit's not right or because they don't have $100,000 to start out. Guys, that is absolutely wrong. Real estate investing is something, it's a business, to be honest with you. It's a business that entrepreneurs use. As an entrepreneur, I use real estate as an income stream. All right. We use this as an income stream to get what we want. To get what we want in life, right? Now, real estate may not be, you may not say, well, I'm not a real estate investor. I'm not a real estate person. I don't like real estate. Whatever the excuse is or whatever it is that you have, forget about that, because if you want to be wealthy, you want to be rich, you're going to have real estate in your portfolio. Every single person that I know that's accumulated some wealth, including myself, has real estate in their portfolio. So with that being said, let's get a little bit more further into this. I want to let you know what you can expect. Well, you could expect me to learn how to type, I guess. What you can expect from this course. Okay? As the dog is barking in the back, guys, please don't pay attention to that, or let's just keep it moving. What can you expect from this course? All right? You can expect that real estate is a real business. Guys, you can actually set up a real estate business from home without too much overhead, and you can have write-offs. You can start writing off your gas, going out to restaurants, talking to sellers, your travel, all of the things that a real business does. Real estate is, I can tell you that it is not illegal. Flipping houses is not illegal. Every now and then you hear someone come up and say, is it illegal to flip houses? It is not illegal. Okay? Flipping houses is legal. Say it with me. Flipping houses is legal. Right? Don't let anyone tell you that you have to have your real estate license or anything like that, or you can't do this, you do that. Sometimes you'll get misinformed, uninformed real estate agents that will tell you that you cannot do what you're doing. Please do not let that flip you out. Please do not listen to someone who doesn't understand your business tell you how to run your business. Okay? Don't listen to them, guys. I'm telling you, you will come across real estate agents that will tell you that you're trying to sell real estate illegally without a license. And I just want to let you know that as an investor, you do not have to have a license to buy or sell property, even though you're not going to be doing that right now. You're going to be flipping contracts. So if a real estate agent happens to tell you that, do not listen to them. Okay? All right, that brings us right to, do you need a license? Well, the short end and the long end of that stick is no. You don't need a real estate license. Guys, we are putting ourselves in a position to negotiate with a seller, an owner who wants to sell a property. So with that being said, you don't have to have a license to do that. You can buy real estate from anyone you want. Two people can come together and sell real estate. You don't need a real estate license to do that, okay? So don't let a real estate agent tell you that at all. Now, when you really understand what's going on, you have to understand the job of a real estate agent, right? Real estate agents, they work for a broker, right? They work for a broker. E-S-T-A-T-E. Real estate agents. Jeez. I'm screwing up over here. Forgive me about that. Real estate agents work for a broker. What does that mean? All right. It means they have to go and they have to actually pass a test. Right? They have to pass a test on two different levels. They have to pass a test on a local level, and then they have to pass a test on a state level. Right? And if I remember correctly, because I was a real estate agent myself, you have to pass that with a 70% score or better. So when they're going to school to pass that 70% score or better, I think they have to put in about 60 hours approximately, right? And what they're doing is they're studying real estate law, guys. They're not learning how to buy properties. They're not learning how to sell properties. They're not learning how to do exclusive creative deals. So the things that, see, we're an asset to these guys, and they don't even understand that. Well, once they pass this test, then they're going to sign on with a broker. Real estate broker is the actual person who owns the office. He owns all the responsibility, pays out the insurance, and every single real estate agent is up under them. So a real estate agent does work for someone. They're an independent contractor under that broker. All right. Now, once they finish past that test, they go on with a broker. Now, what that does is it gives them access to the MLS. And the MLS is the Multiple Listing Service. Right? This is what's going to allow them to list properties in their jurisdiction, in their area. And this is why they are much valued to us. They're very valuable to us. But I must tell you this, though, guys, honestly, in all sincerity, I'm not going to say all agents, but look at this word right here. Most agents, right, they actually have no clue on how to make money in real estate. Isn't that interesting? Because they have actually went to school to learn how to fill out contracts. They went to school to learn real estate law. A lot of it that for their business, maybe it's good for them, but their job is to protect the public. Our job is to make a profit, right? So they're learning how to fill out contracts. Jeez, my typing is sucking tonight, guys. fill out contracts, right? That's what they're learning how to do. And the agents are paid 6% commission. And let's just say that is negotiable. Some agents will try to make you believe that that's the law, but that's not the law. So they get paid 6% commission to list your home. And this isn't a course on real estate agents, but I just really want you to know the difference between a real estate agent and a real estate investor. Real estate agents make their percentage, and we as real estate investors, we're going to keep all of our profits unless we are in some type of joint venture with someone else, but we have the opportunity to keep all of the profits. And let me just, here's something you may not know, or maybe you do. They think that we are the enemy. Not the enemy, the enemy, right? They think that we are the enemy. And they think that, guys, because, they know that as an investor that we like to buy as cheap as possible. And they like to sell for as much as possible. So you can see where the discrepancy would come in, and they would think that we're trying to take money out of their pocket, but in all actuality, we're really not. We're just we're a little bit smarter. We don't want to give a percentage of our money away to a real estate broker. We would like to have control of our deals, right? And we like to do our own negotiating. We don't believe, or at least I don't believe, that any real estate agent can negotiate the way that I could. So I love being in front of a seller, and a lot of times I will ask the seller or ask the agent if I can be there when my offer is presented, because quite frankly, they cannot submit that offer and present that offer like I can. All right. You'll find out that most realtors don't want to work with investors. All right. They don't want to work because, once again, they think that, we're BSing, or we're just like bottom feeders, just like the owners think. And they will actually recommend or advise their client not to take our offer. That's why we like to be there to present our own offer. All right. But if you find an agent that's like that, just keep trying. Until you find a rock star agent. Guys, they're out there. All right. You can find a rock star agent. They are definitely out there. All right. Now, what we want to do is we want to find an agent, right? We want to find an agent who is willing to find an agent who's willing to work with us. Man, my skills suck. I need to go back to computer class, right? So what we want to do when you find that agent, though, guys, is you want to let them know how we buy. We want to let them know that we're going to either use cash or financing, right? We want to let them know that we're going to do this over and over again. We're different than the regular homeowner that's going to stay in their house for at least 7 years, or maybe, quite frankly, all their life, right? We are not that person, so we do add a lot of value. So don't let these real estate agents make you feel like you're not bringing value to the table, because you're going to bring a ton of value to the person who works with you. So there's going to be certain things that they're going to want. They're going to want to see something called proof of funds. All right, they're going to want to see a proof of funds letter, and I'm going to show you how to get that. I'm going to make sure that everybody gets one of those. Okay, and then what I want you guys to do is I want you to work, really start working from day one, guys, and I'll give you more information as we go along in this, but I want you to start working on building your buyers list. Now you may say, I thought we were the buyers, but we're not the buyers. We're wholesalers, and we're flipping these properties, and we're not going to buy them first and then sell them. We're going to get them under control, get them under contract, and then we're going to assign the paperwork, right? We're going to assign the paperwork. Now, some of you may be in a better financial position than others, but right now, who I'm talking to is I'm talking to the person and showing you how to do these deals if you don't have money. If money is a problem, if it's a challenge, if you're a little bit short, no matter what it is, that's who I'm talking to right now. And if you have money and you don't have to spend your money because you know these underground techniques now, then you can save your money for some other things and maybe use it for something else, fix up or something like that. Or you can learn how to negotiate so that you can buy it yourself at a better deal and never pay market value again. Okay, so if you don't have any money, what you're going to do is you'll start out as a wholesaler, right? And a wholesaler is a person that flips houses. That's where you're going to start. Now, you're not going to use any of your money. The only money that you're probably going to use, that you are going to use, is for advertising, buying signs, getting your website, buying lists. That's very important, okay? So that's what you're going to focus in on right now as a wholesaler. You're not spending money to buy the house, okay? And I just want to make it very, very clear, and I'm going to put this in all caps, you don't have to buy a house to flip it. All right? I want you to remember that. You don't have to buy a house to flip it. A lot of people really get caught up in that, and it really causes problems. And most of America, most of the country, most of the planet believes that if you're flipping houses, we see all of the flip this house and all this stuff on TV, and we think that that's really the way it is, but that's not the way it is. When you understand the true essence of flipping houses and understand that it's nothing more than assigning paper, assigning a contract, okay? You don't need to have money to flip the house, right? But this is what you do need. All you need is courage and confidence to pull this off. And I'm going to give you the courage. I'm going to let you borrow my courage, okay? And on top of that, I'll let you borrow my confidence too. And guys, you don't have to worry, seriously, because I'm going to be there every step of the way with you. So as we continue to go forward with the different modules, you'll see videos. And if you have any questions, email the questions in to me so I can put up videos inside of the Facebook group or inside of our modules also that can help everyone, okay? 9 times out of 10, if you have a problem, the next person may have that problem also, all right? So with that being said, guys, it's time to get into the nitty-gritty. And what I want to talk about right now is taking the time to build your team. This is very, very important with your real estate career. A lot of people don't take the time to do a team, to build a team. So when they actually get a piece of property, they're freaking out because they don't even have a list of buyers. They've never made relationships, built a relationship with a real estate agent, real estate broker, other investors. Guys, a lot of these gurus out here are going to make you think that you can just stand behind a computer, stand behind an answering machine, but you really have to get out. Business is really all about building relationships. So let's go over some of the things that you're actually going to need as you're building your team. And this may vary, this first one right here, okay, may vary the first thing that you're going to need is to build a relationship with either a lawyer or a title company. And it really just depends on the area of the country that you're in. Here in Florida, we use title companies, but I know I was in the north before, and they do use attorneys. So a little bit different, but it is what it is. Right? Next thing you're going to want to do, you're going to want to build a relationship with a mortgage broker. Not a bank, guys, but a mortgage broker. And if you don't know the difference, which I'm assuming new people don't know the difference, and your mortgage broker is going to allow you or someone else to qualify for financing. That'll come in handy when you have rent-to-own buyers, but you're not ready for that right now. So I'll just let you know that a mortgage broker actually has relationships. He doesn't work for one specific bank, but he has relationships and he can sell products from different banks. So you may have a situation that your home bank doesn't handle, but this mortgage broker knows the latest products that 50 different banks may have. And maybe he has a really solid relationship with 10 of them that he does business with all the time. So that is the difference between a mortgage broker. A mortgage banker is only for one bank, like Chase Bank, People's Bank, Bank of America, whatever the case may be. But that broker can really, really help you out. Next thing you're going to need to do is have an appraiser on your team, a contractor, a rock star real estate agent. All right, when I say rock star, I mean somebody that's really, really hungry, guys. Not someone who's not doing their work. If they don't do what you need them to do, or you don't think they're performing up to par, fire them and go find someone else, okay? You're going to need a banker, right? Now, the banker, it actually works for the bank. Why do you need that banker? Good question, guys. I'm glad someone asked. Well, you're going to need that banker because as you continue to build your wealth and use the wholesaling to pay off your bills, you're going to want to have a relationship with a banker, especially primarily a community banker, someone, whatever your town is, Ketchikan, Mississippi Community Bank. Then you're going to want to have a relationship and get to know these guys, let them know what you're doing. And as your portfolio starts to grow or your money starts to grow, at least they'll know you, and then they'll be more willing to do business with you because you'll, have certain things that they need. They'll watch you as you grow through the process. That's something very, very important that I didn't do in the very beginning, right? And then obviously you're going to need investors, right? They're going to buy, they're going to sell, and they're going to refer. A lot of times investors get into deals, and maybe this is why you have to have your buyers list, because everyone's going to, if you don't take the time to build that buyers list, then you're going to freak out when you get that property because you don't have no one to sell it. Now you got to start the process. So please listen to me when I tell you to start the process now, in the very beginning, in the foundation stage. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. That's going to come from having your, what's called your autoresponder. And we'll show you how to set that up and get your website set up and things like that. But that's a little bit later on. And then lastly, you're going to want to have these tenant buyers also. These are people that will come in for rent to owns or owner financing. All right. So that is what I want you to do. Start immediately getting ready to build your team so that you can be successful when the time comes, guys. This is like planting good seed in fertile ground, and we're going to get a good harvest. All right. Now we're going to go next to the tools of the trade. Certain things that every successful investor is going to need, and I want to make sure that you get them now or either get them when you can. But it's something that really is definitely important and that you will need. All right. So let's go through those tools right now. I just mentioned it above, but let's talk about it here. Autoresponders. All right. Autoresponders allow you to communicate with buyers, sellers other prospects on autopilot by you setting up some messages to send out, which you would send out to buyers, another set you would send out to sellers, and maybe as we continue to go on, as you get more comfortable with the game, private investors as well, right? So those autoresponders, we're going to have video on that showing you exactly which ones to go to, the ones that we like. So don't worry about that right now. It is coming up on next videos. You're going to need a website, right? You need a website, number one, for credibility. Number two, to be found, to have a home on the web. And then it's for communication purposes. People will find you via your website on there. So that's definitely something that we'll have you get to. All right. Next, we're going to need you to get some signs. And they call these signs bandit signs. Those are the little white, yellow signs that you see out. We buy houses, owner must sell, whatever the case may be. That's definitely a tool that investors have. And I've actually found properties with those signs. A lot of people don't think that those signs can work, but those signs really, really do. And on following videos also, we'll show you exactly where to go to get those signs. All right. Next, what you're going to have to do is I want you to get a phone line. You're going to need a phone line for your business. That can be Google Voice, or we have some other options also that we will show you as we go on in that particular video. All right. So we have the autoresponder. That's to communicate with your buyers and sellers. We have your website, we have your signs, and now what I'm going to need you to do is set up accounts. We need to get on social media. All right. So we need you on Facebook. I know you're probably saying I already am, but we need you to have a biz page. We want you to have a business page on Facebook. We want you to set up a YouTube account. I'm going to show you how to sell and build your buyers list from YouTube. LinkedIn. And these are things that are going to give you credibility. There are going to be times where people are going to, you're going to tell them your name and they're going to look you up. And if they can't find you anywhere on the internet, they're not going to believe you are who you say you are, because there's not a business, a real business owner, not a real business who's out really making money that doesn't have some type of social media site, some type of business page set up. So I just want to put you in a position, because I know these things are going to come up. Been doing this for 15 years. Just please trust me on that, okay? Trust me on that one. So when you have this foundation in place, you can get started, okay? But before you continue, I just want to say this. Please don't start this program if you're a quitter, okay? And let's just talk about, these type of people. Got to address this, guys. All right? If you're a quitter, please don't even ask for your money back. Don't even come into this program, because right from the beginning, I can tell you that there will be times when things don't go exactly according to plan. All right. But what are you going to do? Are you going to quit? You're going to give up, or you're going to press and persevere? If you're not the type of person, if you're the type of person that makes up excuses, thinks everything's a scam, as soon as, one drop of rain comes down, you're yelling that the sky is falling, then you probably won't be successful in this. Guys, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. And what I'm trying to tell you, something that's going to separate this course, you and me, is that I'm there for you. There's going to be other members inside of the group, the private Facebook group, there for you, but I'm here for you. And as things happen to go wrong, I'm going to be there to navigate you, put you back on track, maybe talk to a broker, talk to an investor, and just help you along the way. The support is ridiculous here. It's going to be sick for real. So, and you're going to have unlimited email access, but most people don't use the email. They'll just reach out in the Facebook group. And you're also going to have the opportunity for me to evaluate deals that you're thinking about getting into, and even have me partner, and then maybe even use some private money to help you with some deals if I feel that it's a good deal. So don't quit. If you're a quitter, you got to renew your mind. You got to understand that entrepreneurs solve problems. That's what we do. We jump off a mountain and build a plane before we hit the ground. So please do not quit. Do not bring any negative vibes, anything inside of any of our groups. And if you are someone who's looking at someone who's a quitter and really is a hater or doesn't have confidence in yourself, please don't believe them or follow them. People like that really, really tick me off. All right. So don't quit on me. I won't quit on you. I'm going to be 100%. I'm committed to your commitment. If you're giving me 100%, I'm going to give you 100% back. Any type of problem that comes up, we will face it and solve it together because we're bigger than any problem that we could ever have. All right. So as I've done this process thousands and thousands of times, hundreds and hundreds of times, I've helped thousands of people, went through thousands of deals. I know what I'm doing, guys. So believe in the process and believe in what you have here. You got to trust in yourself, trust in God. I said it backwards, but trust in God, trust in yourself, trust in me that I'm going to show you how to be successful. I want your testimonials. I want to see the check. I want to see the difference that it makes in your life. I want to see you achieve your dreams. You maybe want to be a real estate agent or an investor, or maybe you want to use real estate to set up another business or do something else that you love to do, or travel more, spend time with little Johnny or little Susie more. This is what this is going to do when you have me backing you. So there's no need for you to quit at all. I never want to hear I don't have time, because, time. Everybody has the same amount of hours in a day. We all have 24 hours, so I don't want to see you quit on anything, guys. I'm going to navigate you through anything that happens to come up. I just need you to believe that and understand that. There's going to be a Facebook group for further help, case studies, and things like that. So your case studies are going to, and we're going to celebrate the successes from these case studies, no matter how big, no matter how large. So with that being said, guys, I've taken up enough time. This is the welcome. This is the introduction. I want to show you a whole new world, show you how we do business here on Planet Jones, and we're going to close some deals. I'm going to get you to the closing table. So with that being said, guys, let's go get paid. See you on the next video.